Psalm 126 says this: When the Lord restored the fortunes of Zion, we were like those who dreamed. Our mouths were filled with laughter, our tongues with songs of joy. Then it was said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us. We are filled with joy. Restore our fortunes, Lord, like streams in the Negev. Those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them. When I read this, I can't help but read it through a prophetic future lens, as it were. Not only considering how it will be when the current situation starts to change, but in some form or another, wider than that, beyond that. As God works in our communities, as society changes, as we start to see the church restored, the church empowered, we'll be thrilled, we'll be laughing. I didn't expect this. I'd hoped for something, but this. Pinching ourselves like we're in a dream. God's promises over us are to see many saved, especially from difficult backgrounds. And as we see God do amazing things amongst us, things we pray for, things we hope for, things we dream for, we'll pinch ourselves some point in the future and say, we can see God doing what he said he was going to do. There are those beautifully written lines. It says, then it was said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us. We're filled with joy. From the outside looking in, people commenting on how the church, looking at it, say, what's happened? Wow, that's quite something. It's remarkable. Maybe God has been doing something among them after all. And on the inside, we'll be saying to another, look at what God is doing amongst us. Wow. That view, that prophetic vision that I want us to grasp, that restored church, that church that surprises us more than we can imagine right now, and it surprises the people around us. What a great view to have, to hold on to. And then look at verse 4 onwards. It's a prayer, really. In our context, let's look at that as a prayer. Please do it, Lord. Restore your church, Lord. Bring streams of living water in a desert where living water doesn't exist. Bring life from dead bones. Quench people's spiritual thirst, Lord. Do it here, Lord. Start it now, Lord. Those who sow in tears. I see two ways of praying this verse in this context. We've sown for years, we've seen small progress, we sow in tears, but in addition to that, I think there's going to be more tears to come. As we come out of this situation, I feel there's going to be great reasons for rejoicing, of course, but actually there's going to be many reasons for tears as well. As we meet people in the communities, more and more there'll be reason for tears, there'll be reason for despondency. But we have to hold on to this verse. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. Where that historic lack of breakthrough leads us to sow with low expectations. And whereas we meet new people with those intolerable and horribly painful situations, nonetheless, as we see people transformed, we see people get hold of that hope, we will return with joy. And not alone, but with that new harvest, gather in the gold. The tears of the lost being turned to singing as we see God reap a harvest of the lost. Many more joining in that singing of praise to him. It may seem, right now, like a really distant dream. Just living's hard enough. But let's hold on to those promises of God. Prepare your hearts first. Believe God for that breakthrough that we've been talking about so much. Expect for big things. But it'll not come without tears. It'll come from the struggles. It'll come from the pain. But there is joy in seeing the work of the hand of God amongst us. We'll see tears turn to joy. Hope is on offer, and that hope is secure. Let's read that again in a slightly different light. When the Lord restores the church, we will be like those who dreamed. Our mouths will be filled with laughter, our tongues with songs of joy. Then it will be said in the nation, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us. We will be filled with joy. So restore our fortunes, Lord, like those streams in the desert. Though we know we face sowing with tears, we will reap with songs of joy. Though we know that we'll go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, we will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with us. Please, Lord, make it so.